Hi everybody and welcome to English for You. I'm Pat.
I'm Chickling.
And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all of that kind of good stuff. We're talking about some interesting Christmas traditions in our article this month. And I'm going to start by asking, what is the best Christmas gift you've ever received?
Well, I think it's this beauty spa that I got from my parents for my face.
Okay.
It's really cool.
How is that a Christmas gift?
I don't know.
Were you born around Christmas?
No, because usually they know that I like to celebrate Christmas.
Okay.
So my parents like to give me something for Christmas. That's what they do. It's in like a tradition maybe for me, not like for all Taiwanese.
Right.
But I got it last year. It was really, I was so happy about it.
Okay, cool. I think probably one of mine that sort of changed my life in a way was the board game Hero Quest. Which is a very simple board game. You move your heroes around a dungeon, you fight monsters, it's on a table. And that sent me down a path that involved playing many other games, collecting many other toy models of monsters and Lord of the Rings kinds of things and painting them and spending huge amounts of money for many years.
Yeah, so that must have been like when you were really young. 7 maybe, 7 or 8, somewhere around there. But yeah, it was wonderful. I played it. I would still play it today if I could. But what other Christmas traditions are there around the world? Let's read through today's article and find out.
Reading. Fun facts. Christmas brings decorated trees and a smiling Santa Claus to mind. But there are many Christmas traditions in other countries you've probably never heard of. Let's learn about some Christmas customs around the world. Christmas is a time of joy, but in Austria, there's a bit of fear in Christmas too. That's because the kind, giving Santa has an opposite, Krampus. Tales of this scary devil tell children to be good. If they're bad, Krampus will steal them away. People in Ukraine don't have Christmas devils, but they have a strange Christmas decoration, spider webs. These come from a story of a spider making beautiful silver and gold webs over a poor family's Christmas tree. Ukrainian families now cover trees with spiderweb ornaments to bring in riches. The Catalan people in Spain have an even stranger tradition. They include a caganer, a pooping man, in their Christmas decorations. The caganer is said to bring good harvests by fertilizing the earth. Usually, he wears traditional Catalan clothes, but it's common to see caganers that look like famous people these days.
So our article starts by saying, Christmas brings decorated trees and a smiling Santa Claus to mind. If we say something brings another thing to mind, it means the first thing makes us think about the second thing. Certain songs bring certain times of our lives to mind, and the same is true for some smells. So in this case, if someone says Christmas, you'll start thinking of certain common Christmas things like trees and so on. And we say these are brought to mind.
所以 bring something to mind 就是使人家想起什么，使人家记起什么。And one of the things that Christmas brings to mind is decorated trees.
That's right. Now here we're using the word decorated as a modifier of tree. And it comes from the word decorate, the verb. To decorate something means to add things to it, to make it look more attractive. We decorate Christmas trees with bright, colourful lights, stars, balls, angels, and so on. We can decorate a room for someone's birthday party with coloured paper, balloons, and more. We could also say, Ellen's mom decorated her birthday cake with little chocolate animal cookies.
Oh, cute. 所以 decorate 这是装饰的意思。那文章中出现的，你是说后面有一个 d 对不对？ Decorated trees 其实指的就是被装饰的树。那待会我们会做更详细的解释。所以圣诞节总是会让我们想到充满装饰的树跟笑得很开心的圣诞老人嘛。那么它的 adjective form 是 decorative。那如果有东西是 decorative 就代表是装饰性的。So you can say the plants I grow in my yard are only for decorative use. 或者是名词 decoration.
And the way we're using decorated and also the word smiling in our first sentence refers to today's grammar point, which is the use of verbs either in the past tense form or the VING continuous form to make adjectives. The tree has been decorated, so we call it a decorated tree. Santa Claus is often smiling, so we call him a smiling Santa.
那我们来看一下这个文法，我们来讲现在分词跟过去分词的用法。它们两个呢都可以放在名词之前做成形容词哦，来加以修饰这个名词。但是两个的用法不一样，我们来看一下例句。那我们先看一下现在分词的例句好了。我们现在分词代表主动的动作，比如说 The children looked out of the window at the snow that or which was falling. 那我们可以直接把 that 跟 which 拿掉，变成 The children looked out of the window at the falling snow. 那么过去分词呢，就是表示被动或者是动作已经完成了。For instance, be careful, the floor is covered with glass that or which was broken. 那很简单，跟上面一样，我们把 that 跟 which 拿掉，就会变成 Be careful, the floor is covered with broken glass. 小心哦，地板上满是碎裂的玻璃。所以一开始我们提到的 decorated trees 就是被装饰的树的意思。
So, decorated Christmas trees and Santa are common things to associate with Christmas. But as the article says, but there are many Christmas traditions in other countries you've probably never heard of.
And we're going to share some with you guys. The article says, let's learn about some Christmas customs around the world.
The word custom is similar to tradition. It's something that has been done for a long time in a particular culture, usually for a particular occasion. It could be anything, shaking hands, bowing, or kissing someone when you greet them. These are a custom. The things you do on holidays are customs. Customs could also relate to the foods people eat on certain days or the clothes they wear. A group of friends could have a custom just between themselves, like always meeting up for dinner on the last Friday of every month. Here's a common one. It's a custom to give children red envelopes on Chinese New Year.
所以 custom 就是习俗。那么 Pat 老师刚刚提到许多不同的习俗。And custom can also be used to mean something that we usually do. Like, I arrive at my office at 10 every day. It is my custom. 或者是 it is my routine. It is something that I do every day. 那形容词我们直接在后面加 ary 变成 customary， 就是合乎习俗的。那海关 when you go to the airport 你会看到 customs， 那我们过海关的英文是 to go through customs。 那顺道再提一下 custom 这个字呢，当形容词也有定制的意思，所以动词帮谁定做就是 customize。 所以我们造个句子， Barbara's bakery sells custom cakes, cookies and other pastries. So what's our first custom?
Well, we see that Christmas is a time of joy.
Yay, usually. And the next sentence says, but in Austria, there's a bit of fear in Christmas too.
Ooh, but why? Well, the article says that's because the kind giving Santa has an opposite. Krampus.
Krampus? So what do we learn about Krampus? The article says, tales of this scary devil tell children to be good.
We have a couple of words to look at here. The first is tale. A tale is a story. It's a person talking about a particular set of events, something that happened to themselves or someone else. Now, we often think of a tale as being told in an entertaining way, a way that will make people feel excited or interested in what's going to happen. For example, we could say in Britain there are many tales about King Arthur and his Knights of the Round Table.
所以在奥地利呢，圣诞节也是有一点点的恐惧存在的哟。这个恐惧就是圣诞老人的相反，一种叫做 Krampus 的耶诞恶魔。那么 tales of this scary devil blah blah blah， 我们这边看到 tale， 它就是故事的意思。所以童话故事 we can say fairy tales。那民间故事的传说啊，就是 folk tales。And let's make a sentence with it.We love to listen to his fascinating tales about his life in Japan.
And these Austrian tales are about a scary devil. A devil is any kind of evil spirit or monster who does bad things to people for fun. Some cultures have many devils. Christians have the devil, God's favorite angel, Lucifer, who became too proud and fell from heaven to hell. Hell is where some devils live, depending on which culture the stories come from. But often the devils come to our world to cause trouble. And this is a sentence from a famous story about a devil. In the story Faust, a man sells his soul to the devil to gain power and knowledge.Devil
就是魔鬼，所以有关这个魔鬼的故事呢，就是他们要叫小朋友要乖乖的，不要捣蛋，不然魔鬼要把你抓走。那 devil 除了魔鬼的意思，有时候也会形容一个人或者是家伙，譬如说 I heard from my mom that you had won the lottery, you lucky devil.Or this other phrase sometimes that we use, speak of the devil, and this is something that we say when we're talking about someone and that person just appears out of nowhere or unexpectedly. 我们就可以说人人道，说鬼鬼道的意思。譬如说 Hey Pat, do you know what happened to Joe last night?
Oh, speak of the devil, here he is.
他来了。So what does Krampus do?
Well, the article says if they are, meaning if the children are bad, Krampus will steal them away. And this means he'll take the kids away.
How scary. Next, the article says, people in Ukraine don't have Christmas devils, but they have a strange Christmas decoration, spider webs. 所以我们知道在奥地利，如果小朋友没有乖，刚刚就说会被恶魔抓走嘛。不过在乌克兰，他们没有圣诞恶魔，不过他们有很酷、很奇怪的装饰——蜘蛛网。
And why is this? Well, we see that these come from a story or tale of a spider making beautiful silver and gold webs over a poor family's Christmas tree.
And because of this, the article says Ukrainian families now cover trees with spiderweb ornaments to bring in riches.
To cover A with B means to put B all over the surface of A until you can't see much of it anymore. So you could say, the ground was covered with snow, or I covered my phone with Hello Kitty stickers.
OK， 所以这个习俗呢是来自于一个故事。那一个蜘蛛在一个贫穷家庭圣诞树上，它制作漂亮的金色银色的网子，所以现在乌克兰人呢都会用蜘蛛网类似的装饰品来布置他们的圣诞树。那刚刚有看到 cover A with B， 就是用 B 去覆盖 A。And here, families cover their trees with ornaments.
That's right. We looked at the word decoration earlier. Ornaments are decorations. They're things that make another thing look pretty. Now, when we think of ornaments, we usually think of things made of precious or shiny metals like silver, gold, all that kind of thing. So, we're going to a new tradition now. Next, the article says the Catalan people in Spain have an even stranger tradition. The Catalan region of Spain is in the northeast, around the city of Barcelona.
所以接下来讲到是西班牙的加泰罗尼亚人，他们有一个更奇怪的传统。What is their tradition?
Well, we see that they include I think this is pronounced cagana, something like that.
Okay.
A pooping man.
What?
In their Christmas decorations. Yeah, we're using the same grammar pattern as the start of our article here. And here, using the verb poop in its V-ing form as a modifier. A pooping man is a man who is pooping, or sitting down and having a poop, or poo, as we say in the UK.
Why would you do that? Why would you make something like that a decoration?
Well, the article says the cagana is said to bring good harvests by fertilizing the earth. So this decoration, this little pooing man, is said to do something. If something is said to do something, that's what people say it does or believe it does. This is the story about it, and that's what people say about it, even if it's not based in actual real fact.
Be said to 就是据说。And what do people say the cagana brings? I don't know how to pronounce that. Cagana?
I'm not sure either. Let's go with cagana. It brings good harvests. A harvest is all the fruits, vegetables, or other plants that you pick from the ground, trees, or bushes at one particular time. Many harvests take place at the end of summer, but with some plants, like rice, there are several harvests a year. It grows faster. We can use the word as a verb as well. We harvested the rice. So here's an example of the harvest as a noun. During the festival, the local people prayed for a good harvest.
所以这是收割收获的意思。那么这个有点小小恶心的装饰啊，据说可以带来丰收的意思。那这个我们有看到 fertilize 这个字，它就是给什么东西施肥哦。那收割这个 harvest 我们也可以当动词，你可以说 all their crops are harvested by hand. But how does a pooping man do this?
Well, we really do use poo, usually from cows and other animals rather than people, to fertilize the earth, meaning the soil. To fertilize something means to make that soil good for plants by adding important things that help plants grow. We call things like this fertilizer, F-E-R-T-I-L-I-Z-E-R, fertilizer. Fertilizers can be chemical ones, or they can be natural things like old vegetables, fruit, or poo.
Yeah, disgusting.
Maybe, but you eat eggs, right?
True.
Where do you think eggs come from?
Maybe it's best I don't think about it. But what else do we know about this pooping man?
Well, the article says usually he wears traditional Catalan clothes, but it's common to see caganas that look like famous people these days. If something is traditional, it's a tradition, it's a custom, to use the word from earlier. It describes something that people often do at particular times or in particular places and have been doing for a long time. Chicholin used the word customary earlier. It's the same kind of meaning. And you can see how all these words, tradition, traditional, custom, customary, they're all connected. For example, we could say, it's traditional in many countries to bring gifts to someone's house when you visit them.
OK， 所以 traditional 就是传统的。那老师提到的字就是名词 tradition。那另外，它的副词就是 traditionally。那比较常用的片语就像是 according to tradition， 就是根据传说或传统。那打破传统就是 to break with tradition。那我们造一个例句。He decided to break with tradition and not spend Chinese New Year with his family.
Oh dear, could he get in trouble for that? Who knows? Well, we also saw that these days the cagana might look like a famous person doing a poop. So just a bit of fun they have with it.
Yeah.
The phrase these days means in modern times, around now, in the kind of current years.
所以就是现在嘛，如今的意思。Can we stop talking about poop yet?
Yes, we can. We have reached the end of day 1 of this article. We will be back tomorrow with more, though not more poo. But first, let us go to our For You chat question.
For You chat.
What interesting holiday traditions do you and your family have? What do they mean? It's kind of all about today, and the chat question is, what have you got?
I can talk about Chinese New Year.
All right, what do you guys do?
Well, all the family members gather at my grandparents' house, and my mom cooks a big meal for everyone.
Great.
And one of the dishes must be the fish.
Of course.
Do you know why?
Yeah, because you eat fish all year, you leave some behind.
Yeah, or it's like a good luck thing. And then yu, yu, the pronunciation actually sounds like surplus in English.
Yes, that's it. Okay. Anything that your family does but no other families really do? Anything you think, oh, this is our special thing?
I'm not really sure, but my mom usually makes this really good drinks.
Oh,
yeah,
sounds fun.
For everyone. It includes lemons and jelly.
Oh.
Lemons and jelly.
All right, that sounds pretty nice.
Yeah.
My family do pretty much the normal stuff at Christmas. 1 or 2 special things we have. We have a game. We have to quickly look under the Christmas tree. First thing, guess how many presents there are underneath. Give our guess to somebody, writes them all down, and we kind of count them as the family opens them all. And whoever got closest to the right number gets like a little bonus present.
Oh, okay.
And on Boxing Day, for many years now, that's the day after Christmas Day in the UK, the 26th, we pick one area of the world and we will try and cook food from that area, maybe dress up in costumes from that part of the world, do some other activities related to that region, just kind of make a theme for the day, like just for a bit of fun.
When I was in the States, we usually had like a movie night.
Right?
Yeah,
okay.
with the family and everything.
All right, that's all pretty good. But that's all we have time for today. But join us again tomorrow for some more unusual Christmas traditions. See you then.
Fun facts. Christmas brings decorated trees and a smiling Santa Claus to mind. But there are many Christmas traditions in other countries you've probably never heard of. Let's learn about some Christmas customs around the world. Christmas is a time of joy, but in Austria, there's a bit of fear in Christmas too. That's because the kind, giving Santa has an opposite, Krampus. Tales of this scary devil tell children to be good. If they're bad, Krampus will steal them away. People in Ukraine don't have Christmas devils, but they have a strange Christmas decoration, spider webs. These come from a story of a spider making beautiful silver and gold webs over a poor family's Christmas tree. Ukrainian families now cover trees with spiderweb ornaments to bring in riches. The Catalan people in Spain have an even stranger tradition. They include a caganer, a pooping man, in their Christmas decorations. The caganer is said to bring good harvests by fertilizing the earth. Usually, he wears traditional Catalan clothes, but it's common to see caganers that look like famous people these days.
Vocabulary Review. Decorate. We decorated the Christmas cards by drawing stars and presents on the cover. Custom. One Taiwanese custom is taking off your shoes when you enter a home. Tale. My grandpa told me a tale about 3 little pigs and a big bad wolf. Devil. During the ghost month, devils will try to pull you into the water, so be careful. Harvest. Farmers usually collect their harvest during the season of autumn. Traditional. Mooncake is a traditional food that people eat during the Mid-Autumn Festival.
智慧小补帖
Ornament. Poop. Fertilize.
以上节目是由活用空中美语制作，活用空中美语杂志，请洽询全国各大书店。如欲索取试听教材，请来电02-2364-4000 02-2364-4000，或上网查询，网址是 www.english4u.net www.english4u.net